So Jay is definitely a celebrity writer. He has been, and we were talking about that, always in the press, in the gossip columns, and so on.
There was a point when I was being chased by photographers, so that was. I guess.
Did you like that?
I guess that counts.
Did you like that?
It's very disconcerting to suddenly be having dinner with Bret Easton Ellis at Allison on Dominic Street.
Yeah.
And discovering the next day that your waiter had been writing down everything you said and called page 6, and there it was. Literature was dying when I was in college and when I was trying to become a writer. Everybody said, literature doesn't matter. Film and television, you've killed it. Young people don't read. And so the idea that anybody would pay any attention to me at all was kind of hard to imagine. The early attention and success of Bright Lights was just mind-boggling and exciting to me, and it never occurred to me that you could get too much attention. Norman Mailer, who actually was another very important writer to me. We were once at a movie premiere together. We were walking down the street, and the photographers were following us, and he said, Jay, be careful, the flash bulbs will bleach your soul. And I mean, of course, that was metaphorical. But,
yes.
But I mean, what he meant was, it's possible to have too much exposure, too much publicity. It's possible that this can corrupt you. I didn't know that in 1985.
I want to check, see where we are.
Oh yeah.
So you should test.
Okay, let's see. The sauce is good.
It's getting there. The lamb gives a lot of flavor to it. It's powerful. Almost ready. I'm going to cook the pasta now.
Okay, yeah.
So your life has been pretty dramatic. You got the success after Bright Light Big City. You have been married 3 times.
4, I'm afraid. First wife left me. Second wife was a philosophy major. I reacted strongly the other way. At which point I was dating Marla Hansen, who was a model whose face had been slashed, and she was sort of by her ex-landlord.
You were attracted to those kind of women who will bring some drama in your life?
I
guess yes.
I
mean,
like drama.
Obvious.
I must like drama.
Is drama a source of inspiration?
I wouldn't have lived the way that I live if what I really wanted was a quiet life in the suburbs.
If your heart wouldn't have been broken, you wouldn't have written.
I certainly couldn't have written Bright Lights Big City.
Well, I think you are someone who has a lot of imagination.
This wine is an aesthetic experience, though, so thank you for that.
I know, thank you. And while they cook, we are going to take the meat out, maybe. I noticed something also, like you're a perfectionist in many ways in your lifestyle and in your writing as well.
I like to think that I have a streak of perfectionism when it comes to the things that are really important, and nothing is more important to me than my writing. I'm very seldom satisfied with the first version of a sentence. It's very important. It's very important to get a first draft and to not be paralyzed by the process of telling a story. But at the same time, once I get to the end of a story, then the really creative part begins.
Here we go?
Let's unveil.
Really good.
Now these are cooked very much on the tender side. We've reduced the sauce here.
So you want the noodles first?
Let's do the noodles first, and
okay.
then we'll just put a little bit of sauce.
I put them here.
We might need a little pepper. Very nice.
And then string beans.
Okay. Yeah. Now I think we just bring the sauce over here. So put a little bit on the.
On the pasta, yeah. Okay. And the pepper. And the sauce smells so good, it's unbelievable. Yeah. It's a little really good looking.
It's a little different every time, but I think this is a pretty intense version of this sauce.
I love it.
Okay,
well, let's move on.
Shall we go around?
Yes, of course. Okay. It looks fantastic. And by now I'm starving.
I don't think you'll be starving if you can get through this lamb shank.
It's like falling apart.
I think it's a success.
So when you have an idea for a novel, it's something that matures in your head and you start to take notes.
In the case of my last novel, the idea that I had, I was actually working at a soup kitchen at Ground Zero after September 11th. And I thought this would be really interesting to have 2 characters who never would meet each other otherwise to fall in love while they're working in the ruins of the World Trade Towers.
And when 9/11 happened, you were in your apartment in Chelsea, you saw the planes going.
I had a blackout shade on my window, so I woke up at exactly 8:40. And suddenly I see this poof and this orange light sort of explode on the side of the World Trade Center, and I can't really tell what it is. And somebody calls me and says, you know, turn on your TV. And eventually I saw the other plane come around. And I'd been sort of deeply depressed for about a year before
9/11?
Before 9/11. I was in a marriage that was unhappy, and I had writer's block.
Yeah, when Jay started to talk about this depression, it was a very intense moment to say Jay's being so honest and so open. Hello, I'm Eric Ripert, host of On the Table, only on the Reserve channel. If you like my show, hit the subscribe button below. And hit the thumbs up if you like my show.